Alright. Well, that took longer than it needed to. Probably got the other clients say, Darren Reggie's not coming today. And I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Yeah, make sure to reverse, not forward. Dig myself into a snowbank. I don't think I'd like that too much. I don't know if the other guy came out. I didn't hear any vehicles, so. Nice blind corner. Gotta love these blind corners. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, he's got to plow a little bit more in there because can't turn around in there. Oh well, it is what it is. So I'm on my way to my next job. So as you guys could tell, I'm pretty excited about the idea of being in a full band. Yes, I'd rather it be a rock band or a metal band, but normally what happens is, like, once you get it going, like, I don't plan to get rich on it, but if I could become a working musician out of it, I'd be really, really happy with that. Which would mean I could basically not have to do all this brute labor stuff all summer. I could, you know, I'll have to do some of it, I'm sure, because I can't just ditch my clients, right? That would not go over well. So I'll have to find people to fill in for me or whatever. But the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to, you know, I'm very upfront and honest with people. Say, look, I probably won't be available after Wednesdays. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm going to be playing, and Sunday I'm taking off. You know, so I'm not going to do the 7-day-a-week thing, because I'm going to be making my money Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? And I want to get really set up really well for live playing. Because I'm kind of torn between trying to set up for a studio and, oh yeah, okay, is there enough room for the two of us? Yeah? No? Yeah? Hey, I got to keep my mirror. There we go. Oh, there's the other truck. He just came out now. Okay. Maybe he's chasing me. Hey, who was that guy that was in there? It was definitely more than 5 minutes. I know that because it took me about 5 minutes just to walk into my client. But anyway, yeah. So right now, if I take my SG61 reissue and my JS32 Rhodes Flying V and my Hot Rod Deluxe, everything is good. I even put new strings on them. You know, you can put some new strings on there. Go play a gig, right? And see how the Hot Rod Deluxe does. If it's going to be like really crackly and everything like that, then it's okay. It's time for a new amp. Send that one in for servicing. I love my tube amps. Don't get me wrong, but for gigging, get yourself a transistor amp. Oh, but it doesn't sound as good, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but there's so much less. Like, if you're gigging like once every 2 weeks, yeah, bring out the tube amp. You know, if the money's there, bring out the tube amp, you know, once in a while, right? But if you got to lug that thing around. Oh, it's a busy place today. If you got to lug that thing around, you know what I mean? Like, it's a pain in the butt. And the newer amps, you could, a lot of them, like the Boss Katanas and stuff like that, those things, you could hook up straight into the PA, right? And what I've been looking at is the pedal board amp, where it's just a pedal board on the ground. You could hook it straight to the PA, you could hook destroy your musical equipment is play live. If you do enough of it there, like when I was playing 4 nights a week, like, you know, like, if you don't have a guitar tech and an amp tech and all that, it's, you know, like, that stuff does require maintenance. And what gets it is probably not playing on the stage, it's the bouncing around in the vehicles. Getting, you hit that good pothole, gives the tubes a shake, and then suddenly you got a faulty tube. You know, stuff like that happens, right? You never really have to worry about that with the transistor amps. So, you know, like a lot of guys I know that have tube amps, they swear by them until they break down for the first time, right? So, what they usually do is they bring like a little combo transistor amp as a backup. And if they can get away with the tube amp, they'll play the tube amp, which is what I'd rather do, right? So I have a little combo amp, but it doesn't sound great on its own for, you know, what I want to do, right? Even if you mic, and you'd have to definitely mic it, right? Which I have the mic and the stand, but now you got a mic and a stand there. That crowds the stage pretty quick, you know what I mean? One thing I used to love about my Randall was it had a line out to the PA, XLR or quarter inch, and that gave me like sound like you wouldn't believe, right? But just a regular SM57 sitting in front of a regular guitar cab sounds good too. You know, was it the Jimmy's Dead band there, the one I was supposed to play bass for, but it just kind of fizzled out. I didn't. The guitar player Paul, he has the Hot Rod DeVille, which is 20 watt. It's the same as the Hot Rod Deluxe, except for it has a 212 or a 412 configuration, and he had just and it's 60 watts instead of 40. And he had what you call it, the SM57 on it. It sounded fantastic through the PA. You know what I mean? So it's like, what's this guy doing? Over a little bit. They're not stuck. A lot of times there's people making phone calls, checking the GPS. But anyway, what I was saying is like, yeah, like simpler is better. You know, I don't want to have to find more than one plug on stage if I can help it, right? And that's one problem I always had with rack effects and stuff like that was I needed 3 or 4 plugins, right? So you say, well, just bring a power bar. Yeah, but the main plugin already has 2 power bars hooked to it. You know what I mean? So you're kicking the freaking breaker all the time. Where there's one plug for me, one plug for the bass player, one plug for the PA, 2 plugs will cover it, right? And most stages have like 1 plug. You know what I mean? So you have to go plug hunting, you know, bringing all kinds of power cords and stuff. So like the idea is to cut down on that stuff as much as possible, right? And then you have a more mobile gigging setup where you just grab it and go. You know, it's like, okay, yeah, we're playing tonight. I don't have to tear all this down and tear all that down. Here, grab it and go. And that's kind of what I'm after. But we'll see. You know, we'll see what I can get away with what I have now. So, like for example, my Mark Holcomb 6-string would be perfect, but it's in drop C tuning, so